Hey, what's up guys? How's it going? This is Javier Bernal. I basically want to show you guys a template that I created for you. If you are a loan officer and looking for a way to keep track of your goals, this is a great tool for you, okay? Let me give you a little bit of background. Again, my name is Javier Bernal. I created this template when I first got involved in the mortgage industry. Basically what happened is that my my mentor, he said, Javier, if you are going to make money in this business, you have to have goals. Otherwise, you're gonna end up being broke at the end of the year, right? So I listened to him. Obviously, he knew what he was doing. So I went ahead and started writing my goals on a piece of paper first, and then I actually went ahead and created this template. It's a great tool for me, and actually became a great tool for my co-workers as well. They used it every day, and it gave them great results. It kept them on track, and they were able to see, how far ahead or how far behind they were on their goals. So let me get right into it, okay? Okay, so to start off, you can go ahead and put your name here. So let me go ahead and put my name. Okay, now this is where you put your goal. This is going to be your gross goal, not your after-tax goal. So, make sure to keep that in mind, because sometimes, if you put a goal to make, let's say, $50,000, and then at the end of the year, you forget about taxes, you're like, oh man, I'm kind of short on my money, okay? So make sure you keep that in mind. Okay, so let's say your goal is to make, let's say, $75,000 this year, right? That's not bad gross income. Okay, so you make $75,000. If you noticed, what happened right away, as soon as I hit enter, all of these numbers filled in. You got the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter. Let me go ahead and zoom it in a little bit. Okay, so this page right here is a summary of each quarter and each month, so that way you can every time when you get to work in the morning, you can go ahead and look at your goals and see how great you're doing, right? Okay, so in order for me to make $75,000 for this year, I will need to make $6,250 each month, right? Well, where does all this information gonna come from? How am I gonna keep track of that? Well, that's a great question. Let me show you. Down here, as you can see, there's a tab for each month. It's also color quarter according to the quarter, so it's a great visual. So let's go ahead and jump into January 1st tab. Okay, so here's the first of the month. You're excited. You have your New Year's resolution. You say, okay, I want to make this much money. You have your goal set up. You're ready to go. Okay, so now you can go ahead and put your name right here again. So let me go ahead and put my name. I forgot, I'm misspelling my own name. Okay, there we go. Hit enter. Alright, so let me explain to you what this is. Right here on this section, you're gonna put how many dials you make, calls, pitch, and all of that stuff. Over here is going to tell you your ratios. Now, it's very important to understand your ratios and to know your ratios. Why? Because it's going to tell you how many dials you need to make in order to fund one loan, which is very key to your success. So let's say you don't know your numbers, right? You don't know how many calls you need to make in a month to be able to generate one loan. Well, that's why this whole thing is for. Now, this whole sheet right here is going to, you're going to be using it along with another sheet that I'll be emailing you when you purchase this today. Basically, what that sheet is a sheet from the numbers from 1 all the way to 250. And what that is that every time that you make a dial, you're gonna cross out the number 1 and number 2, number 3, and so on. You go along as many dials that you make. And every time that you get someone to answer the phone and you get to pitch a sale, then you circle the number instead of crossing it out. And if you get an application out of that, then you're gonna highlight it. And at the end of the day, you're gonna have a sheet that's gonna tell you all your results. So before you leave your office, all you do, open up this Excel spreadsheet, you plug in the number. So let's say you make 200 calls, you were able to pitch 20 people, you got 10 applications out of those 10 people, and you submitted 3 loans. Okay, then the next day, again, at the end of the day, let's say this time you made 250 calls, you had a little more time, you made 25 pitches, and you got actually 12 applications, you submitted 4 loans, right? Look what happened over here right away. It kept track of your weekly goals, of your weekly numbers, and also it kept track of your ratios. So right away, it tells you, and keep in mind these are percentages. So that means that out of the dollars that you make, 10% of those you got to pitch. So, and also out of the calls that you pitch, 10% of those are gonna turn into apps. So that way you can keep track of your numbers, right? Okay. Now down here you also have your goals, so you can set, let's say you want to make your monthly goal. These are monthly goals, okay? Keep in mind this month end. Obviously I forgot to put the H, but don't worry, I'll fix that. So your goal is to make 2,000 calls that month. So far you're 22% on your goal, on track. And let's say you want to pitch, it's 10% of those you're gonna get. So let's say you want to pitch 200 people for the month, and then that means that you want to get 20 applications. You want to submit 10 loans for that month, right? Obviously that's going to translate into loans funded. Let's say you fund 5 out of those 7 loans, and your goal was to fund 4 loans, right? Well, you're 80% of your goal right there. And guess what? Another thing too, another neat thing about this is that when you put your goal here, it tells you how many daily calls you need to make to hit your 2,000 goal. So every day you need to make at least 76 calls to hit your goal, which is great, which is not bad, right? You would think making 2,000 calls, 2,000 dials a month is a lot, but it's actually only 76 in a day. Okay, so now let's say you funded a loan, Bob Jones. Okay, I know I put the first and last name backwards, but it doesn't matter. You funded on the 15th this year. You made $5,000 in gross commissions. Now your split, let's say it's 40%. It tells you right here how much you made, 2,000. So far for the month you made 2,000. You're 32% to your goal. Okay. Now over here, let's say, well, you funded 4 loans. Let's say you got another guy, Mike, whatever. It funded on the 20th, 2010. Okay, and this one, it was a bigger commission. Let's say you made $10,000 in gross commission, so it was a very big loan. And your broker says, hey, you know what, Javier, you did a great job, I'm going to pay you 50%, right? Okay, so automatically it turns the number over here to 5,000. And hey, guess what, look at that, just from funding 2 loans, I'm already 12% over my goal. So that's great. So let me show you what it does now when you go back to the main page. Bam, look at that. It shows your up-to-date goals. So in the morning when you get to your office, you open up your template, and you are able to tell if you are ahead, behind your goals, how far are you. So hey, look at that, for the month of January I went over my goal. For the quarter I'm 37% of my goal. Okay, so I'm on my way up to making my $75,000, which is great. So it's a great tool. I'm telling you, when I first started using it, I started having great results. My coworkers started having great results. Everyone that was using it loved it. They thanked me for taking my time, to make this. And again, I wanted to tell you, if by today, this template, it's only $5. Oh, I'm sorry, $6 for $5.99. You can just go ahead and follow the link on the right, and I'm here to answer any questions. If you have any questions, just go ahead and email me, or you can just send me a comment here on YouTube. Okay, so thank you very much. Have a great day, and I hope you